what I would like to walk you through is how do we set up a custom event. Just to make sure that we can use it to optimize for our campaign. Say, for example, if you have a thank you page, and yes, you can depend on Meta to really kind of identify it, but you can always manually kind of set it up as a event. So how do we do that is we go into settings, and basically you just need to go all the way down here. There is this thing called Open Event Setup Tool. So you just go in here, and you can just post your website URL in here. And yeah, then you will be able to just customize any event that you want. So you can either post your thank you page URL here, and then you capture that as, say for example, if you post your thank you page URL, then you can use the track a URL so-called feature to track that as a URL that you want to define as a conversion. So you can click on that, and eventually you will need to select what event that you want to call this. At the moment, we can only choose from the existing events that is predefined here, but it's up to us on to how to really use it in the most creative and effective way. Say, for example, let's say if this is a thank you page after completing a lead, so you have two options. Either you want to use it as a lead, or some prefers to use a complete registration. So let's say we go for a lead, for example. So now here's the tricky part. We usually go by URL contains. Okay, and then this is it. The reason why we use URL contents is because we want to make sure that, like let's say if we are running ads, when the person click on the link, that they may carry some string over there, and just want to make sure that we capture that as well. So we usually go by URL contains. All right, and then whether you want to choose a value on that, usually we don't, but you can if you want. Then we just confirm. Then once you confirm this, and it's actually done, then it will show up here that says that, look, you have completed this event. And of course, you want to trash it, you can, we just trash it. This is not what I want to define as a lead. Now, another thing you can do here is you can track a button. The idea here is to see, for example, we can use these to illustrate the journey. Say, for example, two scenarios to track a button. Let's say if you have a form, let's say you have no control over the website structure, you don't have a thank you page, and there is only like a click that pop up with the form. Then once you register, everything happens in iframe. So you want to make sure that you capture how many people click on the link. I mean, click on the button, at least you know that, okay, now, so here's how it works, right? So that's one scenario. And the other scenario here is, let's say we have a thank you page, but we also want to see how many people click on that button and versus how many people actually complete registration. So that gives you an idea about the intent. Say, for example, you see 100 people click on that button, but only 30 people become a registered lead. Then you know that something is not right at the, like the form or whatever that is losing a lot of people. Maybe you can see if there is any way that we can optimize to make the whole thing works better. So same thing, right? So once we are trying to track, I mean, when it comes to button, usually it really depends on how you want to play with this. You can actually do something like, let's say, I don't know, it's up to you. Some of us use maybe subscribe, view content, not view content though. This is very generic. We can go by maybe add to wish list, contact, anything that you can use. So it's the same thing. Let's say if we set it up as contact, then button is pretty straightforward. You're not allowed to add a value to it. So it's just going to be like that, as simple. So that's how you do it. If you don't see that's the right one, you can always come back here and delete it. So that's how you first make sure that your pixel is installed, and second, how do you set up a custom Meta event so that you can use it to optimize for your campaign, or you can use it to track, not to say track, but illustrate the customer journey in your ads manager to know if there is any way we can make the campaign works better for us.
Are you still trying to figure out Meta ads on your own? Well, you don't need to. If you're running ads but not getting the results that you want, or you just need someone to look over your campaign, I've got you. Join my one-on-one Meta ad support membership. It's called Jason On Demand. Ask me your questions or get me to review your ad creative and copywriting before you launch the campaign. You can even get me to review your Meta ads campaign and draw an optimization plan to take the campaign to the next level. All you need to do is just drop me an email and you will get a personalized video reply in the next 24 hours. Just scan this QR code over here and I'll be in your corner starting today. No more guessing. Let's do this together.